Back. Now, Kenyans will be required to pay before using certain roads in the country if the National Assembly approves the plan. This is part of the government efforts to raise money to finance highway projects as it races to upgrade its transport infrastructure without taking out new loans. Now, private investors will build and operate at least 5 toll roads across the country. And Oxycolia reports.
The construction of the modern expressway from JKIA all the way to the James Gishuru Road junction in Westlands in Nairobi is underway. A dual carriageway that is expected to take 3 years to complete. According to the design, from Lolongo to Next Gen Mall, the expressway will run at the same level with the existing AA roads. From there, it will be elevated all the way to the James Gishuru junction.
Hiyo barabara venye unasema kutoka West mpaka hapa kama ina feeders huku katikati itakuwa tricky sana. Kwa sasa hii naweza kuwa niko na emergency tao. Si ndio? So naweza opt kulipa badala nilipe safe border nilipe nipeleke town. Nilipe hiyo so tatu. Ni drop hapo town.
The design from Kenya shows that the expressway will have 10 interchanges, namely the SGR interchange, JKI interchange, the Eastern Bypass at Capital Center, Haile Selassie, Thika Road interchange, Westlands interchange, and then James Gishuru to allow smooth exits and entries at major points along the road. Running all the way from Lolongo to Westlands, the expressway will cost 65 billion shillings, the end game being the decongestion of the city's major roads. But this will not be your usual road to ride on. Those using the expressway will be required to pay a toll fee.
That will be done by the private sector, and who will be charging a small toll fee of about 300 bob. Those who do not want to use it, they will steal the old road underneath, which they can use.
The Kenya design shows that payments will be done at the exit points of toll stations, which will be erected at interchanges. Both manual and electronic toll systems will be used. Other key highways earmarked for tolling include the Nairobi-Nakuru Mau Summit Road, Nairobi Southern Bypass, Thika Superhighway, and a second Nyali Bridge that will connect Mombasa Island to the mainland.
And this is what we are trying to do to make sure that we add more and more roads through the private sector and make sure that we have a partnership arrangement with these investors. That way we can do the roads without having to bust the debt ceiling of our country.
The government is on an attempt to lure investors who may be looking for opportunities to finance, construct and operate roads. If the proposed Public Roads Toll Act goes through, motorists will pay road tolls to be allowed on some of the busiest roads. Vitalis Kwena is a regular user of the ever-busy Mombasa Road. He says the imagination of driving on a less congested road is mouth-watering.
The norm, when I wake up in the morning on this road, it will take me almost like 2 hours to get to town. So if it will take me like 15 minutes to get to town and I'm paying that 300, it won't be haitaniuma sana.
But he says if the government can reduce the proposed tolling fee, it can be very accommodative.
Hiyo 300 itakuwa mingi kidogo. Wakipunguza waifanye kitu kama hata 100 per day itakuwa sawa. But 300 it will be closer to a parking. You know, parking is 300, you're paying 300 to use the highway. It will be a bit expensive for a normal mwananchi.
And Oxycolia, Citizen TV, Nairobi.